there, it's Mike and Pullen here with another scrapbooking process video. Today I'm sharing my process for a layout for the JustNick Studio design team using My Mind's Eye Happy Days collection. I love this collection name, so I'm going to borrow it for my layout title, and the color palette is just really pretty too. So I've welded outline alpha letters together in Silhouette Studio to create the word happy, and once I had it welded and cut, I copy and pasted the word again in Silhouette Studio, and then I used the knife tool to separate each letter so that I could cut each one using different pattern paper. So after the letter insides are placed, I'm going back with my tweezers to glue the insides of the A and the two P's in the word happy. And I do have to mention here, please excuse my camera and tripod during this video. It kept slowly slipping and driving me just a bit crazy. So my apologies. So I originally wanted to use 3 photos, but I scaled back a little bit later in the process to just using 2 of them so that the layout wouldn't be so crowded. I matted the photos with white cardstock, still not quite sure where I wanted to put them on the page, but I was moving them around just to see what looks good. Here I've welded script alpha 2 letters together to create the word days so that I could layer it over happy. I wanted to use more of that gorgeous blue floral paper, so I cut a rectangle of that for my photo area, and I cut a strip of the striped paper using the Borders 1 scallop. I have one more cut file called Leafy Floral that I'm popping up here with 3D foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, which I really love to use. They're so easy to pull the backing off of, and they're just a good height as well. So I have the matching ephemera pack here that I've pulled out some pieces to layer along that right side to help balance out the layout. And it's so easy to fiddle with all the different pieces and things like that, but at some point you just have to put adhesive on and just put it down. I've snipped off the extra length of that scallop border and added a couple of lines of stitching along the edge because I like that look, and then I cleaned up the threads on the back with a small square of tape to trim those long threads. So I'm still just playing here with the collection. Lots of enamel dots that I'm trying to figure out where I want. And I like those scallops in the top right too. I think it'll help balance the layout a little bit more. And so I'm just moving some of those embellishments around. I like that little flower that I put there. But enamel dots are one of my favorite embellishments, and they go perfectly in the center of that leafy floral there. So what's nice about the enamel dots is they're easily movable with my piercing tool. So I use that tool actually quite a bit, and I can wiggle those enamel dots precisely where I want them. And I can even lift them up if I do it gently. So here I'm just still fiddling, and my camera's fascinated more apparently by the brownie over there in the bottom left of my viewing area because it's creeping again. So what I'm doing here is I'm placing some chipboard stickers and some ephemera and some of those enamel dots around the layout. I love that chipboard flower right there, and I put an enamel dot right on the top of it in the middle too, just like I did on that leafy floral. I'm adhering those little arrows and ephemera over there on the right hand side. I think it'll really balance that layout because it just seemed like there was a little bit too much white space right down there. And those little ephemera pieces have some really good phrases on them as well. So here I've decided to fussy cut a few flowers. I love the Close to My Heart micro tip scissors. I've had them for years and years. And I don't like the flower that I'm about to put up there at the top of those, the top right of those scallops edge right there. So I'm going to move that around and put it more with the cluster. You'll see me do that right about here. But I'm tucking in that first flower that I've cut out over there by my photo area. Oh, here's the flower that I was jumping the gun a little bit on. So I put it up here at the top by the scallops and realized it's too big, it's too large for that area, that spot, so I move it down. I really enjoyed pulling this layout together. I plan on using this collection again, just because the colors are just so beautiful. But you can see I have two photos there, and then I scroll up to the top here. I hope you enjoy this layout. Thanks for joining me today, and have a great day.